What's up, my financially intentional people? I'm super juiced to have Kendra Barnes join us, my old school homie. Join us because I think she's a phenomenal resource. In fact, she is the key resource. And I want her to share her journey of how she was able to retire early at 32 years old through real estate, but how that happened, how she learned about real estate, how she started investing, and how she is helping us invest. And also, she is a published author of the beautiful, beautiful table book Acre. So I just want you to bring us along your journey because I think it's phenomenal. And I am so honored to be able to witness it from the early stages. So, hey, Kendra.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. I know we met like so long ago in my journey as the key resource, right? So it's been
Yes.
beautiful to watch your journey. You're inspiring so many people too. So thank you.
Yes. So let's talk about how you got introduced into real estate. Like, what sparked your interest?
Girl was so random. So I did like the traditional thing. I went to undergrad, I went to grad school, got a government job, got married, bought a house. And for me, I was like checking all those boxes of stuff you're supposed to do. Real estate investing was not even on my radar. And it wasn't because I didn't think I could do it. Like I wasn't like, oh, I can't be an investor. I just never thought about it. It's like, I don't know, you didn't really see back then. We're talking like early 2010s, like young Black people investing in real estate. It seemed like something that older white people do, or people who were already wealthy, like
Hmm.
regardless of whatever background you come from. And so I was working government job. I hated my job. This is not 9 to 5 bashing. I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. Fun fact, I actually tried to drop out of grad school. Because I already knew. I was like, this is not, you know how everybody's not really cut out for the 9 to 5 life?
Yes.
That was me. So I tried to drop out of grad school. My mom wouldn't let me because I had a full ride scholarship. She was so disappointed. So I stuck it out. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I finished it, but working for the government in DC, and my husband and I went to a game night and played Cash Flow. Have you played before?
No, I've never played that game. And you know what's crazy is I've heard your story a million times, and I every time I hear it, I look for that game, and it's like $1 million because
It's
it's like
so
out.
expensive.
It's just like they don't make it anymore, so like people are
Yes.
reselling it, and so I'm just like, I'm not about to pay all this money for this game, but I still really want to play it.
I know it's so expensive, and I also like kind of feel some kind of way. It's a big part of my story, but I also feel some kind of way about the person who created the game too. And so I'm always
Facts.
like, do I want to talk about it? But like that's just part of my story. I didn't really learn
Hmm.
about passive income until playing that game because the only way to win is if your passive income is greater than your expenses. The only way to do it, like you can't win that game. And for anyone listening, it's kind of like Monopoly, but it's a little different. The only way to really win is to own real estate. And so I basically walked away from that game saying, oh, we should probably own real estate, right? And so that's how we kind of got into it, super random.
But first of all, yes, the creator of that game can be very problematic.
Yeah.
But I think what it does is shift your mindset to thinking a way that we weren't taught to think. We were taught to check those boxes because that's what our parents knew to teach us. It
Yeah.
was go to school, get the education, get that good government job,
Yeah.
stay there for until it's time to retire, and then retire with a pension because that to them was a secure path to success. But we weren't necessarily taught a different kind of money mindset. Like, actually, you can create all these other sources of income that you
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to trade your time for
That's
money for.
it.
So,
That's the
yeah.
thing because I was side hustling all throughout working my 9 to 5, but there's like a cap on how many hours are in the day, right? And so
Yes.
it's like I couldn't side hustle my way free. I was trying to leave my job and it just was not work. Even though I had successful side hustles, it just wasn't enough. But I do want to encourage anyone on here too. Like you don't have to quit your 9 to 5 to invest in real estate. I really
Hmm.
suggest that you invest while working. It's easier that way, at least starting out.
Way.
But yeah, so that's kind of the thing, like really having that passive income.
So once you learned and you were just like, okay, I need to start investing in real estate, like, how did you learn how to become a real estate investor?
Unfortunately, experience was my best teacher, was actually my teacher, because podcasts like yours did not exist. People weren't on YouTube and social media showing the way. Especially, it was like real estate investing back in 2015 is when I bought my first property. Real estate investing education back then was some like kind of sketchy thing. You'd go to this
Yes.
hotel on the weekend. It's like a free seminar. You might be the only young person in the room, the only person of color in the room. And at the end of it, you're pitched some like $20,000 program, right?
$20,000 program that they tell you you have to be get an LLC, you have to
Yes.
do all these things and make it super complicated so that you can work with them when
Yes.
it's not that hard.
It's not, yeah. I mean, and the thing is too, like you don't I think coaching and mentorship is key, right? It can be
Yes.
important in business and stuff. You don't need coaching and mentorship ever, but you're gonna pay
Right.
somehow. You're gonna pay with your
Right.
experience, you're gonna pay with your money to skip the expensive mistakes. And for me, I paid with my own time and experience. So just really got out there and started making the mistakes. We bought our first property in Washington, D.C. It was a duplex property in what people would call the hood, which is now one of the most sought after neighborhoods in DC, which is how these things work, right? I'm sure you've seen it too.
Exactly.
Because
Oh, of
you
course.
were investing, I think you were investing before me.
I started investing in 2004, like in
Yeah.
my second year of grad school. But girls, a whole different ball game because
It was
that was
different then.
like, yeah, that was like, predatory lending time and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And even
Hmm.
though, I, I wasn't educated, so yeah. By the time I was 25, I had 5 houses, lost them all in the in the downturn, but learned a whole lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to learn with your experience or mentorship.
Yep.
You just got to pick. But yeah, it's interesting how like real estate cycles, how they're just, the times are just different. But yeah, we started back in 2015 and I immediately saw it as a way for me to leave my job. But I never, like, for us, my husband and I both left our government jobs. It was a way for us to get free, but we never saw it as, I think some people do the financial independence, retire early, and they just like coast out the rest of their lives. And that's fine. For us, it was like, let's get free and figure out, like, pursue our passions, and money will follow. Like, we'll still make money doing other things, but we don't have to make money. So real estate investing basically supports our lifestyle, like on the most basic level, but we still make money doing other things. Like my husband, he does day trading. I have a book, like I have my online community. And so also, honestly, early retirement looked so different for us because, to be honest, we sold our house, we quit our job, sold our house. We were going to be nomads. We were going to like go to like Bali for a few months and like just live this super Instagrammable life, but then we got pregnant. So we ain't go nowhere. And so
Yeah.
we got pregnant, moved to Texas to be close to family because we're going to have a new baby. We need all the support. And then the pandemic hit. And so here we are, newly self employed with a new baby in a new city in a pandemic. And so it was just super ghetto all around. It wasn't what we envisioned, honestly, but I'm still grateful that we could go through all those transitions and like work for ourselves.
Yeah. But I think that's that's life,
It
right? You have all
is.
these wonderful things planned and then lives and you're just like,
Listen,
okay. But the thing about financial freedom is you have more opportunity to pivot and adjust
yeah,
instead of being stuck in a situation.
right.
So thank God for that flexibility, but
Yeah.
sad that you can't live that Instagram life. And I feel you. I'm 100% like, listen, I'm trying to be a nomad and live all around the world. But it's
Yes.
hard when you got kids, and I got, you know, three now.
You are
So,
amazing. I'm struggling with one. So I
girl,
kudos to you. I don't know how you doing it. Like, you are amazing.
listen, I have a village. It does
Good.
definitely take a village, but it is hard as heck. So I understand you relocating to be around family because, listen,
Yeah.
doing it by yourself is almost
It's
impossible.
impossible. Hmm.
Yeah. So I know that you guys are pursuing your passions, but I've seen you do so many phenomenal things. One of the things that I love, love, love watching is like your Airbnb transformations and all
Oh
your
yeah.
house hacking things that you do. Can you share with us like what you've done as far as like with your real estate and the ones that you actually hold? Or do you buy and hold for the most part,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah. I forgot to mention
Yes.
that. So we're buy and
Hmm.
hold investors. We've never flipped a property, and there's nothing wrong
Okay.
with flipping properties. It just hasn't worked out for us. That we haven't come across an opportunity that's been good for us yet. But so we have done a little bit of everything: Airbnb, travel nurse rentals, which is like my new favorite kind of niche to focus on. So travel nurses, of course, you know about travel nurses, but travel nurses, they move from like hospital to hospital every 3 months, usually on a rotation. And so they're looking for furnished spaces. And we've done Section 8. We've done, like I said, Airbnb. We've done like just your regular, everyday tenant. And I do love like the furnished rentals because then I can go like spend money on the cutest decor and like do little makeovers.
Which I
Um,
was gonna say, girl, I'll be jocking your style. Like I'm like, oh my God, Kendra is so talented when it comes to home decor. I'm so basic, but when I see those transformations, and it's not expensive, and I'll be
it
like, oh
doesn't
my
have to be
God.
expensive.
So listen, I'm gonna just need you to open up a design wing for
My
key
friends have
resource.
always said that. I truly love it. It's funny because the we bought a 4 unit building, was our third property that we had bought as a 4 unit, and we originally saw it. We wanted to make it a bed and breakfast because the way that it was like laid out,
Oh
we're like, man,
yes.
this would be so dope. It's a bed and breakfast, and that was our vision for it. But we bought it, and then there were Section 8 tenants already in it. And once we start seeing that Section 8 rental income coming in, we were like, this is way
This
easier
is
than like
vibing.
transforming this whole place because you'd have to like
Yes.
renovate it and furnish
Yes.
it.
Hmm.
And people, and I say this to say, like, first, make sure you can always pivot, right? Because your first plan might not always work out. But also, like, I think Section 8 gets a bad rap when it comes to any like using it as a rental income strategy, and it's not always bad. It is people who had Section 8 renters in the pandemic were the landlords that were getting paid no matter what, right? It's a
Hmm.
it's a really a secure form of rental income. And I just want to say too that you can get bad tenants who were Section 8 or not.
Listen, some of the worst tenants I've had are the ones that had those good jobs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't think Section 8 is bad. It's just all about really just screening in general. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, we thought we were gonna have a bed and breakfast because I got all excited about doing the whole thing. But honestly, you sometimes you just gotta follow the money and what makes the most financial sense, especially when you're first starting out.
100%. 100%. But I think one of the things that I've learned from you is how to really screen tenants. Like you said, like
Hmm.
you can have a bad tenant from any situation,
Yeah.
but the key is to really screen tenants. And I think that's like one of the things that you really share in your community and
Yeah.
help people learn, because I know like that's like the biggest fear for people becoming landlords, and even me. So I'm a nurse and I always have a room in my house because I love house hacking. I always have a room in my house that's available for travel nurses. And I'm a
Yeah.
single mom, I have little kids. And people are like, well, aren't you really scared? I'm like, first of all, they're nurses. So they're background checked, they're
Yes.
fingerprinted. And plus, you take time to get to know people before
Yep.
you have them in your house, and there's screening processes for that. And so I think so many people are hesitant to be landlords or even house hack because they're in fear that
Yeah.
somebody is going to do something to them, or it's going to be an uncomfortable situation, and it really doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. And like you said, I mean, for me, honestly, travel nurses have been the best tenants we've had in however many years. It's been 7 years doing this. And also you can, I mean, you can talk to the previous landlord, right? I always talk to the travel nurses on the phone or any tenants on the phone or meet them in person. It's really important to also like screen every single person who's going to be living there, who's going to be on the lease, not just like one person. The reason I love travel nurses too is because, like you said, say you do get a travel nurse living in your basement or in a room in your house and y'all just don't vibe, they're only going to be there for a short amount of time.
Right.
in about 2 months, they're going to be gone, and so that's why I love the flexibility of that rather than signing like a year-long lease with somebody that you're
But
stuck with.
also, if you have a really good relationship with travel nurses and if they have a really good assignment, they'll
Yes.
also extend and stay on.
Yes. I
And
love
so
that.
that's one less person that you have to turn over, because I've had
Yes.
I've had nurses stay with me for years at a time.
Yep.
So
The nurse who's in
yeah.
our Baltimore property right now, this is his like third extension. And so with travel nurses, if you think they come every 3 months, you'll have like 4 tenants a year. But for us, we will have only had 2 tenants this year. Well, within the last like 12 months. I mean, this year
Hmm.
is kind of still new. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because he's extended so many times. So I love getting that email. But I was gonna say one of the tips that I always use, which I always be hesitant to kind of share this because I don't want renters like using it
To
against
get up.
landlords. But
Hmm.
listen, y'all, like it can be scary trying to call their current landlord or previous landlords because you don't know if it's a friend, right? And so I always call and say, instead of saying, hey, Nasima wrote you down as a reference, she wants to stay at my place, I would say, do you have any apartments available for rent? Or do you have any rooms available for rent? And if the person on the other end of the phone is like, this is the wrong number, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't have any apartments, like you got the wrong person, then that gives me indication that it's probably one of their friends, right? If
Hmm.
the person on the other end of the line is like, oh yeah, I have 2 apartments available, or nope, I just rented them, giving you some
Hmm.
indication that they're actually a property manager or a landlord, then I trust that source, more. So that's one tip I use to kind of make sure I'm getting a reliable resource.
Yeah, I like I like that, because I was actually gonna ask you to share that, because I was like, oh my God, that's so genius, because
Yeah.
so many people use their friends, even for nurses. I have to say, I mean, I've been used as a reference for a lot of things,
Hmm.
but I mean, legitimately, I'm like, usually I'm their friend, but usually I'm still their charge nurse. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, well, how could they really wouldn't really know, because they don't really check. But
How would
that's
they know?
genius. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing. And then just to like the bad tenant thing, if you're listening to this right now and you're renting, or if you've ever rented in your life, were you a bad tenant? Like probably not. Like I was a
Right.
really good tenant. And there
Mhm.
are people out there like you and like me who actually take care of their spaces. And so I think there's this like fear of getting this bad person who's going to ruin your space and all that. And it might not be the case.
Yeah. But I think that's with everything. Like, people
Yeah.
lead with fear. And that's
Hmm.
why I think that it's really important that you share a lot of money mindset tips in your content, because you can't get to where you want to be financially unless you shift your money mindset. And I know
Yeah.
for people that look like us,
Yeah.
that comes with a lot of trauma healing and a lot
Oh,
of things
yeah.
that we have experienced, or that has been passed down to us,
Yeah.
that we might just need a little bit more support around, like therapy you know
Yes, that is key. And that's why I
Yeah.
think it's so important for me doing what I do right now, just being like that representation, because I think people need to see themselves represented. So they'll see me online and be like, oh, if she can do it, like I was not born into wealth. I did not hit the lottery. I did not always have good money habits. And I'm talking like well into my 20s, did not have good money habits. And so if I can do this, then anybody can do it. That's why it's really important for me to show up like on, even though sometimes I really want to get off Instagram. I just really want to get off social media. People are so mean and just the internet is strange.
People are mean. All these scammers, like, it's just not.
Scammers.
Oh my God, it's so like, is it worth it?
It's,
And just like,
yeah.
I just want my time back at this point. It's like,
Listen.
listen, I'm like, I need to post content, but I'm just like, but I don't want to. I know the people need it and all that kind of stuff, and that's really the only reason why I do it. But
That's
it has
it.
become such a task, when it used to be something that was fun.
So fun. It gets really
It's
overwhelming sometimes, but then you get those messages. Like for me, if someone's like, oh, you inspired me to do XYZ, I bought a duplex. And my husband pointed something out the other day, well, a little while ago. He was just like, just think you didn't just change that person's life. Like now their family for generations, right, is going to be changed because, and the same thing with you, like the financial tips that you share and stuff, because it's not all of always about real estate investing first. Like there are
Right.
just some basic financial things people need to learn from and grow from. It's like you're changing someone's story for generations now. And that's really huge. And that's kind of why I wrote the book too, because I
Yes.
really want to make that like lasting impact. And I wanted something off of social media too that would be around for a long time. But I think even though it's hard, we are like helping a lot of people along the way. And that's why we show up, right?
But not only like this book that you wrote, I just want to say is like so beautiful.
Oh,
And
thank
we talk
you.
about representation, and it's not just you. You took the time to highlight so many other people in a beautiful way that, first of all, my kids look at this and then they know it's
Aw,
possible for them. So
yeah,
I'm making it I intentionally have all my table books. They're all like of black people, black women,
yeah,
black successful. And so it normalizes that for them. There's no
yeah,
like Vogue or all that stuff on my tabletops. Like it's
yeah,
always it's images of black successful people, stories of black women who have persevered
yeah.
and made it. But the book is just so well done.
Thank
And
you.
I'm like I applaud you because I'm just like, first of all, that just speaks to like your creativity because like I wrote a book, okay, whatever, but I'm just like, how come I didn't think about making a table book? First of all, you know like it's
You
so
can
much more
you can
aesthetically
still do it,
pleasing.
girl.
I know I can't, but then I'll be like, I'm biting off a Kendra now.
No. Listen, let's
No, but
talk after. We can do
right.
it.
It's so aesthetically pleasing, but it's just like I said, it's something that people come to your house and they pick up and they see, and you never
Yeah,
know, just like that board game inspired you, like that can inspire them. And I love that it's something,
exactly.
again, taken off of social media, but that can touch so many. And like just like you're saying, it's touching generations, at least for me,
Yes.
I know. So it's
Thank
a
you.
super dope gift to give people,
That means a lot. I
like,
appreciate that because
yeah.
I like imposter syndrome did hold me back. Like I put that book on the shelf for a while. Like I started it and I would stop and start. And I was also at home with a toddler all day during a pandemic doing
let's
that
not
book. Okay.
let's not downplay that. Yes.
Listen, she did not go to daycare until she was 3 years old. So we was at home in the trenches. Okay.
Girl, that's the struggle. Like, I don't know how you did
I
that.
honestly don't either. I look back and I'm like, what was I thinking? It was tough, but yeah, I'm really proud of the book. I really believe it's gonna inspire a lot of people, and I really just wanted to like be the change I wanted to see. Right? There was no coffee table book about Black real estate investors. And so
Yes.
now there is, and my plan is to have like multiple volumes of Acres. Like I want to highlight more stories. Learned a lot of lessons with this book. I know you know as an author, like your first book, there's a lot of lessons learned, but
Yes.
it didn't really turn out how I first envisioned it, but to see that it's still like so impactful for so many people, I'm like, okay. So I feel like I'm on my Issa Rae journey. Like I had envisioned that I was gonna be my first book was gonna be like Issa Rae HBO Insecure. But you got to start somewhere. So
Yes.
in my mind, it's like Issa Rae YouTube, but we gonna get to.
But listen, I you couldn't have told me. Now, the only reason why I know you even had any hiccups along the journey, and correct me if I'm wrong, you self-published this, like you did
Hmm.
all this work by yourself.
Yeah,
The only way I even knew is because I just happened to listen to an Instagram live when you were breaking down that journey, and I was like, "Girl," like, but I could
yeah.
relate because I still have PTSD writing my book, and I did it through a non-traditional publisher, even though I didn't self-publish. But I had to write it in 8 weeks
Oh my
during
gosh.
COVID as a nurse.
Oh my god. And a mom.
And a mom, yes, imagine. And during COVID, my daughter was just starting kindergarten, so I would work all night, then she would be home, then she would need help with her homework. She can't read the instructions,
Yeah.
so now I'm the teacher. So like it was a
I don't know
struggle
when you
bus
slept. I don't know when
season.
you sleep. I
That was
don't.
a very challenging time for me,
Yeah.
like super hard. That's why I'm just like, I have been approached to write another book, And I'm just like honestly, I get a lot of anxiety because I'm just like, that was a lot.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. But your book is a great gift too. I've gifted it as well. So
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So what's next, Kendra?
I don't know. I just take it day by day. Like right now, I'm focusing on getting ready for book two. Like for my book, what people see, it may seem like stories are just submitted and I just like put them in a book and like pictures of people. I really do interviews like this and then I get them transcribed and then I write them in first person as if the person told it themselves. And then there's editing and then I have to coordinate photo shoots of the people and then there's design. And so for me right now, I don't have any coaching or mentorship. I'm not like promoting any classes, which I used to do a lot of that. I don't know, back in the day I was always doing a
Mm-hmm.
class or a course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really focusing on the book. I'm about to do like a small book tour to try to sell the rest of these books that I have in inventory and then get ready for the second volume. So that's really it.
Well, you have to come to California.
I really want to because one of the people in the book, actually two people that are in the book are out in California. And so my plan is to go to like each city that's represented there. But right
Mm-hmm.
now I'm just starting on the East Coast. I've already done Atlanta, I've done Dallas, but I'll be doing Baltimore and DC in April. And then hopefully I'll get to the West Coast. So yeah, that's really it. Focusing on that and then I don't know, toddler mom life. Like she's still only in school 2 days a week for half a day. So literally exactly
That don't
child
even
next
that what?
year
That don't even make no sense.
it really does not. I'm questioning my judgment, like why did I set myself up for this? So she will be home in like 15 minutes and all chaos will so yeah, that's really it, girl. I'll just be, I don't know, taking it day by day.
Girl, I feel you 100%. Like, listen, as intentional as I try to be, whoa, this baby number three right here is throwing me for a loop. So we shall see. I know that day to day life.
Yep.
But how is the second volume of Acres different going to be different from the first volume?
Ooh, I am going to be more intentional about sharing the behind the scenes. I was so overwhelmed, and I don't know if you did this for your book or not, but I was so overwhelmed with the process that I feel like I didn't bring my audience along. And I think
No, I
that
did not.
you didn't. Yeah, it's so hard to like
It's
do
hard.
both.
Yeah, it is
I
hard. It's
really
like
want to
double
be,
duty.
yes, I want to be more intentional about documenting it and just getting like more input and feedback so I can make the next one even better. But yeah, that's really what I'm gonna focus on.
We should have you should do like a Acres behind the scenes Instagram lives with these
Yeah,
people. Like I like that idea
that's a
better.
really good idea. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. You guys can find me at the Key Resource on Instagram if you want to see some behind the scenes once that gets started.
Yes. And then well, I'll put a link to get the Anchors book. Are you pre-selling this book yet?
No, no, it's not available for
Okay.
pre-sale yet. No.
Okay.
Uh,
When like is there a timeline for when you think you're gonna release it, pre-sell it?
Probably February. Like my ideal time to launch is like Black History Month because the book is
Hmm.
Black History. So I'm thinking
Yes,
like, so it'll be a
definitely.
long way out. But if you want to buy this current volume, like the first one, yeah, the link will be, I guess, in the show notes or
Hmm.
wherever. But yeah, so stay tuned for the next one.
But still, shoot, next February is still a tight timeline
It
to
is
me. I'm just
so
like, oh
tight.
my God.
It's so tight. I would say definitely for a pre-order. It's not going to be because this, coffee table books take so long to print and to like
Right.
all that.
I
It's
remember,
such a process.
did you say something about like your first printing came out and you was like, oh no, like the size was off, like it was just not what you expected.
Yeah, and honestly, because of the tight timelines and how expensive it was, I didn't even see the actual finished product until all 2,000 books were on my doorstep. Like, so here I am, spent all this money. Imagine writing a check to a printing company for $20,000 and not seeing the book until it arrives. Yeah.
That is really, really scary. That's really, really
So
scary.
stressful, girl. My blood pressure was, you would have wanted to admit me to the to the ER. It's like 179 over 120 or something crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh
So,
yeah.
lessons learned. That's why I'm saying, you guys, experience is often, your best teacher. But I do want to encourage anyone, if you are interested in investing in real estate, I want to encourage you that first, you are worthy of wealth. You have
Mm-hmm.
everything it takes to get started. Like, no step is too small.
Mm-hmm.
And just really make sure you start out with a specific money goal and kind of work backwards from there. But if you guys are looking for any tips or advice or resources, you can find me, like I said, on Instagram at the Key Resource. I have resources in the link in my bio. I have an amazing Facebook group too, which is with experienced and aspiring investors. So lots of awesome, it's just a really good community. So if y'all want to join that, but
I will
yeah,
definitely
thank
put
you.
the Facebook group in the show notes as well because
Okay.
I don't even I'm not even a real estate investor, but sometimes I go in there and I learn some really interesting things. And
Mm-hmm.
like anytime I think I'm about to start investing in real estate, like I have my moments where I'm like, I'm gonna start
You want to
investing
get back
now.
in it?
Yes, I start there. Like I always look around, and there's so many gems in that community, so I'll drop it there. But
Thank
I'm
you.
like, girl, let me know when this book goes on pre-sale because I will be the first to buy it, first to share it, because it's just so beautiful and
Thank
it's just
you.
something that I feel like we all need, our kids need to see these things, they need to know what's possible, but also like it puts the face to so many people who we didn't even know were doing these things, like
Yeah.
unless you would have shared them. So I think it gives a face and a voice to so many people who are out here doing really really big things in our community. So I really
Thank you.
appreciate you putting that together, and yay, I'm super looking forward to volume 2.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for
Well,
having me
well,
too.
thank you so much, Kendra. I really appreciate you being on.
Okay. And if you guys have any questions, you can definitely DM me. Thank you, Nasima. And hopefully we can do this again.
Yes.